Good evening, folks. Sorry, I'm laughing because we're going to do this song, Sweet Home Alabama, by Leonard Skinner. One of my mates, when we were at school, he thought it was he thought it was by somebody called Leonard Skinhead, as in skinhead, you know. Hey Rob, do that song by Leonard Skinhead. I said, who's that? You know, Sweet Home Alabama. I said, no, it's Skinnard. Don't ask me how to spell it, but it certainly isn't Skinhead. Anyway, we digress. I did a little taster of this about a few days ago, so we'll get straight into it. All right, I'm going to probably break it up into a couple of halves. It's not too hard, this, once you know what to do. So we'll kick in with the. Let's get that bit done, shall we? Right, so as always, download your free left hand chord and finger position charts. Now, even though I'm only going to do part of the lesson now, the full bit is on here, so you know, if you want to stumble your way through the rest of it, you can. I'm only going to do a section of it because people do get a little bit bored if they see the videos too long and they wander off, which is why I'm going to tell my blabbering and try and get straight onto it. Okay, so let's get into it. Play a D chord like this, dit, dit, dit. I'm not going to tell you where to put your fingers, they're all on the link below, you can see. But remove your second finger. Why? Because you don't need it. When you're going to put the fingers on, we need, because we're picking, we're not strumming. Okay, so, but I want you to use the pleck in the correct way, so I'm going to tell you what to do with the pleck. So, first of all, phrasing. First phrase is dum dum da da da. Dum dum da da da. Dum dum da da da. Alright? Dum dum da da da. Make sure that's in your head. So what are we going to play? Fourth string, down twice. Up on the 2, up on the 3, up on the 4. And slight damping, bit of palm muting. How do we do that? Just get your hand and just rest it slightly over the bridge. If it's too much, you'll do that. If it's too little, makes no difference. Just gotta, just enough. Think of the phrasing, dum dum da da da. What's the next phrase? It's the same, dum dum da da da, but with a slight subtle change, which I'm going to explain. Okay, so from the D, which is here, we put our second finger on the 5th string at the 3rd fret, which is a C note. Get rid of this, we don't need it. 5, 5, 2, 3, 4. Bum, bum, da, da, da. Now, what's in there? You've got like what they call ghost notes. And a ghost note it implies that there's a note there, but there isn't really. It's just more of a percussive thing. So between the two 5s, you've got like a. You can. How do we do it? You just do a muted upstroke on either the 4th or the 5th. Doesn't matter, as long as we don't play a note. We don't want to go. We just want to go. Hear that? Don't worry too much about that for now, but when you listen to the record and you hear it, that's what's going on. Alright, it's a ghost note. Bass players use it all the time to brilliant effect. It's very percussive, but we'll just stick with the main bits. I've denoted, hope that's the right phrase, that with a little, see that little asterisk there, ghost note, duck, duh, duh, duh. So that's where that goes. You'll pick it up once you've got the main structure of the song in place. So back to the D. 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Drop this onto the 5th string, 3rd fret, as I said before. 5, 5, 2, 3, 4. Didn't play the ghost note. Take this finger up to the bass note now. Still at the 3rd fret. Still with this second finger on. This hasn't gone anywhere. And this time it's 6, 6, 3. Okay? Dum dum da 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 dum dum da 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 dum dum ba. Bum bum ba 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 bum bum ba 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 bum bum ba. Sorry, bum bum ba. Making sure you come up on the 3rd string on that G. Okay, so we've done the first page. Okay, and with a bit of rhythm. Sounds pretty cool, even without the ghost notes. Then we've got this little lick. Now he plays it with alternate picking like this, which is tricky. It's tricky at the best of times, but I have a great cheat. So I've written it, this is the way he plays it. you know. He doesn't play it like that all the time. He'll cheat as well when he gets tired. But in the studio, when you've got 100 takes to have a go at it, he did it like this. The cheat that I've done below is exactly the same notes, but as you can see where you're using your pleck a lot here, you only got to use it 3 times there. So I'm going to show you this way of doing it. No one will know, because you're hitting exactly the same notes. That's the way I'd do it. I'm not taking a chance ballsing it up. You know, the thought of it makes me want to drink tea. Okay, so what are we doing? Now, I just use my second finger for this. You can use your first if you want. I'm used to playing G like that, so I'm going to use the finger that's most comfortable to me. You know, we're going to hammer on the 5th string at the 2nd fret, and then with the downstroke of the pleck. Then I'm going to bring this finger off, and I'm going to come up on the 4th string. I'm going to hammer on at the 2nd fret again, and then I'm going to pull off. Don't worry if you catch a bit of the string below it for now, don't matter. Okay, so it's a hammer there with a downstroke, come up with the on the 4th string, hammer on and pull off, and then straight on to the 5th string at the 2nd fret again. See the way that other noisy bit went missing? Because once you start putting the other fingers back on, kills them off. So let me do that slowly. I'll say it again. Got a hammer on at the 5th string 2nd fret, upstroke on the 4th string, hammer at the 2nd fret and pull off, and then straight back on to the 5th string at the 2nd fret. And then while that's playing, this third finger will drop onto the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, and you'll do an upstroke and pull off and kill the note just by doing this with the pleck. Just let your finger rest. So, and then we start again. So I'll play what we've got. Hit the wrong bloody string. I'll do that again. Back in. Then we've got this little lick. Okay, now how do we do that? Well, this pleck is going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down on the 3rd string, and the phrasing is da 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 da. The last note is a bend. Da 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 da. Hear that? So the pleck is going to go up, da 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 da, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So okay, so if you look at your tab, you'll see it's all on the 1 string, and it'll look like this. See that at the top? How do we do that? So remember, this is just going to come up. Up. Now you're going to go onto the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. So it's up, down, up, down. So the first thing, up, down, up, down. Then put your 2nd finger on the 4th string, on the 4th fret, still on the 3rd string. Everything's on the same string. I'll do that again. It's really hard to do it slowly, believe me, it really is. So let me do it again. Okay, so up, down, up, down. Okay, up, down, up, down. Then an upstroke on the 3rd string at the 4th fret. Then take it off with an up, down. It's easier probably just to watch what I'm doing. 2, 4, 5, and then we bend. 2, 4, 5, bend. Okay, have a look at this. You'll see it clearly. The most important thing is that you come up da 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 da. Okay? It's harder when you go slow. And that's not a showy off thing to say. It just is. It's just more, because you know your body gets a certain rhythm when you're playing these things. And when you slow it down, you overthink it. That's when it's like when you think about breathing, you end up doing this, don't you? Or if you think about blinking, I shouldn't have said that, because all night I'll now be doing this. And you will as well, probably. So, just nice and laid back. You'll get it. So, from the beginning. slowly. Now I'll do it with Leonard Skinhead. All right. And again. Okay, so it does exactly the same thing the second time round. But the final riff is, it's a nice easy one. What is it? We just hammer on to the 5th string at the 2nd fret, and then come down on the 4th string, and then up on the 3rd string. That lick is there. So it's all explained here. You'll do that, you'll go round the riff again, da 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 da, and you'll finish with diddle da ding. And that takes us into verse 1, where the guy starts to sing. So this is what we've got. And again. And then we go into big wheels keep on turning. But he simplifies it this bit. It's exactly the same. So that bit's the same. Then you've got a little lick to join the bits together. What is that lick? It's a hammer, the nice and easy one this. Hammer on the 5th string at the 2nd fret. 4th, up twice on the 3rd, hammer on the 5th again. So that's the only, it's like part of the G chord. Let me do that again. And again. Now the second time round it doesn't even do a riff, it goes. And it does that twice. So the verse where the guy sings. What happens then? Same again. And then we go into the, which I'm going to show you as well. I'm going to play up to there with this, with the Leonard Skinhead. 2, 3. Let's do that final lick and then we'll call that the end of part 1. So what is that final lick? Don't forget this is all written down for you, so you're not going to get lost. You know, if I'm whizzing through it now, don't panic because it's all, you know, it's all done. We've done 6, let me just carry on. I've done that, yes I've done that. Right, okay, so we're on to this little bit. Now some of it I've had to put in tab form. And I've tried to make it nice and big and easy to read. Okay, I had to do it because it's all single note stuff. It's not chordy enough to do the other way. So, but it's easy to remember to do. Now, the first thing you're going to do is put your first, this is for this part. Alright, so, put your first finger, sort of lie it across the strings from the 5th string. And strike the 5th string pretty hard because you're going to hammer on at the 8th and then at the 9th. And you're gonna, it's very Hendrix, isn't it? You might catch a bit of the strings below, which is cool if you do. Doesn't matter if you don't. Okay, and then you're gonna come up hard from the third string, keeping these in place. Don't bother taking them off. Okay, you see the shape? And we've come up. Do it again. Then you're gonna slide this note down from here, which is at the 9th, to the 7th. Okay, that's the end of that first lick. I'll do that again slowly. While that's down there, you're gonna hammer on now. Put this finger back at the fifth fret. So keep it across. Hammer up from the third string twice. Okay, I'll do that again. Let's put those two bits together. Sorry, hit that too hard. Slide this now from the 7th to the 5th. Okay, so that's all that bit done. Let's do that again. And then to finish, hammer onto the 5th string at the 2nd fret. Play the 4th string open, keep this one on. Then up twice on the 3rd string. And then let your 3rd finger join this to make the bass end of a G chord. Alright. Now, what are those chords you're playing? Well, it's all based around the cage system. Don't know whether you've ever done any of that. That's like, that would be like your G shape. You see, you know, move your G shape down to there. I will do a lesson on the cage system. I don't do much of that sort of stuff, not enough actually, but if you're interested in knowing how to bar chords and how to move different shapes, or if you've got numbers of guitars in a band and you don't want to be playing the same things, then it's really important and it's really easy to understand. Honestly, it is. I won't go into it now because it'll sidetrack. Right, I'm going to leave it there on Sweet Home Alabama. Let me play from the beginning what we've done. So what I'll do is I'll slow it down to 75%. All right. So you can, and I suggest you do this on YouTube as well. 2, 3. Doing it too slow, and again. Do that again. Here we go. Again. Riff. So, sorry about the little mistake, but listen, this is what it's like if you don't hone in on it all the time. You know, don't forget, most of the teachers on YouTube, they'll edit all their lessons together. This is mine with you, live. If I make a mistake, you get to hear it. I know I'm going to change that, because I want you to understand that we all F things up all the time, you know. The biggest thing about musicians is when you make a mistake, you know, you look at the fella next to you with a dirty look so people think it was him. That's what drummers are for Christ's sake. Right? Anyway, there we go. The chorus that will follow is. You know that part. We'll do that next, but only if enough people watch this part one. Because if people watch part one, that will inspire me to sit here and do part 2. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed that track by Leonard Skinhead, and I hope that you will come back and join me for part 2. I might do Forever Autumn between the two halves of this. Give you a chance to get used to this one. Any comments? Any problems with it? You're welcome to give me a call. There's loads of other tutorials for this on YouTube as well, so feel free to have a look at them. But I don't think they'll be doing well, I know they won't. They won't be giving you simple diagrams like this. These are thick head proof, okay? Thick head proof. Nobody wants to be you can't be a smart ass and play the guitar at the same time. You've got to keep it simple. If it's too complicated, or you've got to look at bits of paper, forget it, isn't going to work. If you're playing in a band and you're on stage, you've got to think fast, you've got to think on your feet, you've got to be instinctive, you've got to carry everything around under your hat, in your, in here. All right, so that's the key. Right, I shall love you and leave you, and I look forward to your company probably tomorrow, unless there's all else to do. See you then. Bye bye.